Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 10 mistakes you might be making in your taxes or with your bookkeeping as a self-employed person or small business owner or sidepreneur. So like I've been seeing that term sidepreneur used a lot lately, like I guess side hustler, and you're still working a day job, right? So we're calling them sidepreneurs now. All right. So if this is your first time reaching my YouTube page, welcome. My name is Tasha, and on YouTube I'm known as Entrepreneur Help Desk. I'm a business consultant and a tax strategist to middle and high income entrepreneurs around the United States, and I use my channel to help others learn about taxes and entrepreneurship. So please be sure to subscribe. You can find my other social media links in my description box. This video is for educational purposes only, and you should not use this as professional advice. If you want professional advice, please seek your advisor. You can also contact me directly. My information will be in the description box. So mistake number 1 is improper or poor record keeping. All right. I often use the words like bookkeeping and record keeping kind of like interchangeably. But in any event, so like it's really easy to like lose receipts and sometimes forget about those small expenses that may seem insignificant. And so you want to just be sure to include everything you can with proper record keeping, okay? That can provide you with accurate records and the necessary documentation in the event your business is audited by the IRS. And to go on a deeper level, I'll be sure to keep a link in the description box for my video on money management for entrepreneurs. Mistake number 2 is improperly categorizing your expenses. So like it's very important to accurately categorize your income and expenses, especially if you have like income coming from different sources and different expense categories and things like that, okay? Many general categories can be found on IRS Form Schedule C. All right. And if you're not familiar with Schedule C, if you need a refresher, I'll put the link in my description box for my video called What is Schedule C? And I also talk about like who needs to file one. But yeah, when you pull that up, like on google.com, you can like go IRS Schedule C form or whatever. You'll see the list of categories, and it'll kind of help you categorize where you should throw certain expenses into, okay? Like which categories. Mistake number 3 is commingling funds. So like when you don't have a separate bank account for your business and personal transactions, you are doing your business a disservice. And if you ever get audited, the IRS can challenge your business expenses and deny them as business deductions simply because you commingled funds and was using your personal account to conduct business. Okay, and if you don't have a business account and you need help like opening a business account, I'll leave a link in the description box because I recently did a video how to open a business bank account. Okay. Mistake number 4, misclassifying workers. So basically, if you're not properly categorizing people who work for you, okay, whether they're like an independent contractor or an employee, like for example, do you even know which type of person you're hiring and what documentation you need to have on file for whichever type this is? Okay, because the IRS will definitely crack down on you really hard if they discover that you're doing it improperly. Mistake number 5 is solely relying on your bookkeeping software to be the force behind the financial organization in your business. Okay, so like what I mean here is while bookkeeping software can be very helpful to your business, if you have things set up incorrect or the data is being entered incorrectly, this can lead to a huge mess. Mistake number 6, not doing account reconciliations. All right, so I actually suggest doing these monthly and like look at your bank statements to make sure the information matches what's in your bookkeeping and vice versa. One way to minimize this problem is using a system that can sync to your bank, because it will automatically sync all transactions into the software you're using. Okay, this way nothing should be left out. But in case something shouldn't be in there, like when you go to reconcile, you can remove the transaction. So make sure you're doing those kind of frequently. Okay. Mistake number 7 is not being compliant with your tax filings or filing the wrong returns. Different business structures require different tax forms to be filed. So, like, are you a sole proprietorship, an LLC, a partnership, an S corporation, etc.? Do you have people who work for you? Is your business required to file sales tax returns? The list goes on and on. But this is one mistake that can be avoided simply by educating yourself when it comes to taxes and your business. Speaking of which, let me take a moment and tell you about one of my courses that can help you avoid this mistake. Raise your hand if you're confused as hell when it comes to your taxes and being self-employed. Let's face it, with all due respect, most self-employed people are clueless when it comes to their taxes and their business. But you don't have to be like most people, okay? My easy to understand video masterclass will teach you what you need to know to file an accurate tax return as a self-employed person or a small business owner. As a bonus, you'll also receive another video called Business Tax Deductions Explained. I will educate you on what they are and how they will help you save thousands so you won't overpay in taxes. You'll also receive a downloadable 4-page list of tax deductions you probably had no idea you could write off on your tax returns. Okay, so before you head over to your DIY tax software of choice, grab your pen and paper or whatever you use to take notes, and make sure you're somewhere where you won't have too many distractions. Sorry. Okay, be sure to click the link. Take care. So, mistake number 8 is not paying yourself properly as the business owner. Again, your business structure, like I mentioned in mistake number 7, has everything to do with how you pay yourself. Now, when I say pay yourself, I'm referring to like several things. For example, some people are still misunderstanding and think that if they own an LLC, they can issue themselves a 1099 NEC, which used to be called 1099 MISC, all right? But this is all the way wrong. All right, those forms are for independent contractors who work for you, not you working for yourself under your LLC. So yes, lots of mistakes are being made here. All right, too many to go into for the length of this video. Okay, mistake number 9 is missing out on business tax deductions you were not aware you could take. At the time of making this video, I actually just put out a downloadable planner and tracker called Master Your Revenue. And in that digital product, I included a list of all sorts of business tax deductions that you probably had no idea you could take. And I will put the link in my description box for the planner. It's $17 and it's tax deductible. As a matter of fact, any course you buy from me is a tax deduction to your business. And if you book me for a consultation, that's also a tax deductible. All right, that's also tax deductible. Okay, so make sure you're not missing out on tax deduction, guys, because you can be just like overpaying taxes when you do this. All right. And lastly, speaking of professionals, working with professionals, mistake number 10 is having a lack of communication or poor communication with your bookkeeper if you're outsourcing this task. It's super important to keep him or her informed with what's going on with you and the business so they can accurately track everything, like when you purchase equipment or assets, or if you had other income or expenses that didn't automatically pull into the software. Okay, so even if you don't have a bookkeeper, the same goes for like with your tax professional. Make sure you mention things that took place throughout the year when you go to file your taxes, or you have I would say maybe even have periodic meetings throughout the year to keep abreast of important things. Okay, so those are my top 10 business mistakes that I see a lot of new entrepreneurs make, or new sidepreneurs. And in some cases, even if you're not new, you might not have even realized that you were making one or more of these 10 things that I mentioned here. Okay, and these mistakes are probably costing you all kinds of money, all kinds of problems. If you fix your mistakes, you can save yourself some money. You can try avoiding the mistakes altogether. All right, and prevents money being wasted. All right, so I do hope you found this helpful, and I thank you guys for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.